Given was a 28-year-old male, very, very sick. He had HIV, TB, meningitis, sepsis, small bowel obstruction. I remember a particular time when I was examining him, he was coherent, he was kind of looking up at me a little bit. He couldn't really speak, but his big brown eyes looked up at me and spoke more words than could ever be said verbally. And I'm just reflecting on him now, over a year since he passed away. And I can't help but wonder, if he would have lived longer and how much his life would have been different.
I see the work of your hands, galaxies spinning a heavenly dance. Oh God, all that you are is so overwhelming. And I hear the sound of your voice. All at once it's a gentle and thundering noise. Oh God, all that you are is so overwhelming.
I never really considered full-time missionary service. About halfway through PA school, God just destroyed my life in the best way possible, and He helped me see that this is what He wanted me to do. When I was in PA school, classes were called to attend a presentation. A couple missionary physicians that worked in Zambia at the mission hospital, they came to speak to us. And then they offered up 4 students to come to do one of their clinical rotations in Zambia, working at the mission hospital over there. At that time I thought, I loved what they were saying, but Africa was just a little bit too far out of my comfort zone. So fast forward January 2012, I attended a conference in Atlanta, Georgia called Passion. Conference was amazing. About midweek through, that sermon that morning was a little bit different. They asked us to remain standing throughout the entire service, where a group of the leaders, they read straight through the book of Ephesians. Every so often, they would pause to allow us to reflect on what He was trying to show us. So they read, they stop, they pause, and I just began to seek the Lord a little bit, to see what He was doing for me. And it's that point where I heard Him say, He's like, I want you to go to Africa. He said, why would you let a silly fear of flying stop you from doing my will? He said, if I didn't call you, will I not also keep you safe? I turned it over. I'm like, Lord, you got this. You want me to go to Africa. A year and a half later, I'm set to go to Zambia. So I was in Zambia the first time from the end of June and all of July 2013, working all over the hospital. It was the best time that I've ever had in my life. God just ripped apart my heart into 1,000 little pieces and left it over there at Zimba Mission Hospital, and I was completely changed. Through that, I got back. I graduated PA school. In the weeks and months after that, just trying to process what He had done over there. And I remember seeking the Lord one afternoon, sitting at my desk, and that's when He spoke to me again. He said, I want you to go back there. He said, not just for a few weeks this time. I want you to be full-time missionary over there. And I'm like, what? Because like I said, missionary service, not in my plans. I was going to graduate PA school, pass my boards, find a job, work like crazy, pay off my mile-high stack of student loans. Go on short-term trips occasionally when the time allowed and when the Lord allowed, but, missionary service, not in my plan, but God's plan's higher than mine. Because to whom He calls, He also provides. I'm wondering how much Given's life would have been different. In Zambia, when I'm working there, I desire to see high blood pressure levels normalized, sugar levels normalized, HIV viral loads become undetectable through the communication that I'm able to have with these patients. Because Zambia has the medicine, but I believe what they're lacking is the providers so they know how to adequately manage these diseases. Paul talked about this a little bit in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 19 and 20. He said, do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, who you received from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies. Missionary medicine is a very, very unique mission field. You're encountering these patients that you see at some of their most vulnerable points in life. They're searching. They're hoping for a healing. They're hoping for the higher being to give them that eternal hope. They're wondering if there's one out there. We know there's one out there. His name is Jesus. Zambia needs to know Him, and together we can make that happen.